My mom slammed my bedroom light on at midnight and said, "Your aunt just called us in tears. You need to explain what you've been posting before your father loses his mind." I sat up so fast I got dizzy. Dad was behind her in the hallway holding my phone, which was supposed to be charging in the kitchen. He walked in, sat on the edge of my desk, and turned the screen toward me. It was an Instagram account I had never seen in my life. The username was a play on my cousin Leah's name. The profile had been messaging her for 3 weeks. Screenshots of her at her heaviest in 8th grade. Comments about her acne. A message from 2 days ago that said she should do everyone a favor and disappear. Leah is 15. She's been in and out of counseling since her dad left. "That's not my account," I said immediately. "It's logged in on your phone," Dad said. His voice was so flat it scared me. "Right now, logged in." I grabbed the phone and there it was, sitting in the account switcher next to my real profile. Every cruel message time-stamped in the evenings when I was home, in my room, alone. Someone else did this. I swear on my life. Mom's face crumpled. "Your aunt found Leah crying in the bathtub tonight, fully clothed. She'd been getting these messages for weeks and didn't tell anyone." I felt sick. I love Leah. She practically lived at our house every summer. The next morning, they took me to see a counselor named Mr. Osei before school even started. My parents laid printed screenshots across his desk like crime scene photos. He asked me calmly if I understood how serious this was. I said yes. He asked why the account was on my phone. I said I didn't know, and I watched him write something down, and I knew exactly what that something was. That weekend it got worse. Dad went through my laptop and found a folder of saved photos of Leah, old ones, unflattering ones, cropped and edited, the same ones the account had posted. Mom couldn't even look at me. My 12-year-old sister Mia stayed glued to Mom's side the entire weekend, and when I asked her to please tell them I would never do this, she just stared at the floor. Mom pulled her away from me like I was dangerous. My aunt stopped speaking to our family. Leah blocked me. On Wednesday, I heard Dad on the phone with a boarding school in another state saying the words, "We can't trust her in this house." Friday afternoon, they scheduled a family session at Leah's school with the counselor there and the district's IT coordinator, because the school was now formally involved. We all sat in a conference room, my parents on one side, my aunt and Leah on the other, Mia squeezed next to Mom, and me alone at the end of the table like a defendant. The IT coordinator, Ms. Grant, asked to see my phone. Then she asked for the account's email. Then she did something nobody else had thought to do in 3 weeks of destroying my life. She pulled up the account's login activity. The room was silent while she scrolled. Then she stopped. "This account has been accessed from 2 devices," she said slowly. "This phone and a tablet. Same home Wi-Fi network. Almost every login is from the tablet. The phone sessions only started 4 days ago." "I don't own a tablet," I said. My voice came out shaking. Ms. Grant kept reading. "The tablet logins happen between 9 and 11 p.m. The account was added to this phone last Sunday at 11:47 p.m. Last Sunday, when I was asleep. When my phone charges in the kitchen, I turned and looked at Mia. Everyone did. She had gone completely rigid, and her eyes were filling up, and it was not the scared crying she'd been doing all week. It was the caught kind. "Mia," Mom whispered, "do you have a tablet?" She broke, sobbing, hiccuping, all of it pouring out at once. Dad's old tablet from the junk drawer. And the actual reason my life had been dismantled. Last month I told our parents that Leah had snuck Mia into a party with high schoolers, and Mia got grounded for 2 weeks and lost her phone. "You ruined my whole summer," she screamed at me. "Both of you did. You didn't even care." Nobody moved for a long time. Leah was crying. My aunt had her hand over her mouth. Then Dad stood up, walked around the table, and hugged me so hard it hurt, and I felt him shaking. On the drive home, he finally spoke. "That school we called," he said quietly. "Turns out we had the wrong daughter packed."